Sit on! Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on! Sit on! On! Sit on! Sit on! Ready! Sit on! Ready, shot! Ready! Ready, shot! Alpha! Sit on! On! Sit on! Ready! Sit on! Sit on! Wanna quit? Ready! Sit on! Ready, sit on! Ready! Sit on! 180! Ready, sit on! Ready! Sit on! Ready! Sit on! Ready, sit on! Sit on! T, ready? Let's go, let's go. On one, ready? Sit on! On one, ready? Sit on! On one, ready? Sit on! Sit on! 180! Ready, sit on! Sit on! Ready! Sit on! Alpha, Alpha, sit on! 180! Ready, shot! Cut! Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Sit! DC, ready? Ready, sit on! On one, ready? Sit on! Ready, shot! DC, ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go! Sit on! Ready, shot! Sit on! Sit on! Ready! Sit on! Sit on! Sit on! Let's go, let's go! DC, ready? Shut up! Alrighty! Right already! Alpha, Alpha, sit on! Hey, Alpha, sit on! Alpha! DC, ready? Sit on! Sit on! Shut up! Shut up! Ready? Ready, shut up! Shut up! Ready, shut! Shut up! Ready, shut! Shut up! Shut up, not! Ready, shut up! Hold on, ready? Shut up! DC, ready? Shut up! Ready? Shut up! Good. What's up? 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 Good. Done. Good. Done. Sick. What's up? Good. Done. What's up? Good. What's up? Left foot.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's Wright. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Here's Wright. They set up the screen. He's got room past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Stafford now to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 4. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Again, it's Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyren Williams. 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw, Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Mayfield on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 59 yards. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it as we resume action. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Stafford now on second down. That's caught. Puka Nacua. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Stafford on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing again is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. Oh, he bowls over it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, And one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They try the left side here with Williams. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 38 now, here's second down and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now it's Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. On 4th down, Stafford. Flush to his right. Touchdown! Puka Nacua, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series from the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield to Evans on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. 2nd down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, they'll run with White. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. To throw is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Now Mayfield. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. Aaron Donald in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Airing this one out for Evans. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
They begin the drive with Williams. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Open man right side is cut complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stafford's pass complete. He's got Cup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Trask. And this one too low.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Trask. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And again, it's Mayfield. This is White on the screen.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down, here's White. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They run straight ahead here with White. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got it.
And the Birds are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Edmonds is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
From the 1 back to the 4. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
114 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Stafford going to throw it.
Pass complete there to McClure.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Williams.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the LA Rams with a victory here. On one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, when you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.